Now it's going.
Young Thug.
Are you on the phone? Can you see?
I
Are we
am.
live on
Yes,
YouTube?
yes, we are.
Because for some reason it wouldn't let us go live.
We just
Maybe they
did.
didn't like my title.
It,
Maybe because it's
who
12
knows?
a.m. past our
Who knows?
bedtimes.
Could be any
They just hate
number
us.
of things,
They just
right?
know we make fun of them.
You need to make fun of those folks. There's something wrong with them, right? I think so.
Your phone is down, right? Because
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. Okay. Yeah,
see if
it
anybody comes on.
is.
It is super late.
It is. It is. It's 12 o'clock, 12:15. So, and we're on. And so we have, oh, I think we
It
might
has
have
been
one
quite a
person
day.
looking at us, looking at our ugly mug.
Well, good
And
evening, one person looking at our ugly mugs.
how are you this
I'd
evening?
like to remind everybody this
Evening.
is a political satire channel. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But I really want to, before I forget, I'm going to say this quite often. It is a political satire channel. And that gives me the right, and Joe, and whoever else that likes to come on, to make fun of what's going on in politics these days.
Right.
And if you forgot your humor bone, then there's no need to subscribe to the channel, no need to be here, no need to be friends with us, because that's really what we want to do. Just be friends and be happy.
Be
Happy
good.
little political friends. Mega, mega this and a mega, mega
Yep.
that, right?
We are MAGA. We are a part of
100%.
it. I know I am. I
Are
believe
you?
in their thoughts.
Do you?
Yeah, I believe in
Are you a
MAGA.
patriot,
I'm a patriot.
Brother Joe?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Yes, I am. Should say.
I mention this because being such political satire, we can make fun of anybody at any time, meaning the left,
No.
the middle, the right, the races.
All
What
points in
your
between.
race is not mine,
Mhm.
because I belong to the human race.
Right.
I don't know
Me
about
too.
you.
Me too.
Although sometimes I wonder if any of us really know.
Yeah. I don't
Mhm.
belong to any race particularly. Seeing as how
Oh,
I'm a
it's
I'm a
dingo.
half breed called a coyote. That's me.
Yes.
Coyote.
I say that the best, coyote.
Yeah.
Um, Take a look at the chat and
Hey
then,
Brett, what's up, buddy?
yeah, that's there.
I see
That's
ya.
good. So I definitely wanted to get that out first before we continue.
Or should I say,
Um,
G'day, Brett.
Good day, mate.
G'day, mate.
Good day,
That's
mate.
nice. Yeah,
Um,
it's funny.
we have a few things, few topics. Well, Joe does. I actually am unprepared as usual,
Yeah.
except for the
Well,
fact that
we just want to make fun of some people
a couple
because
of people, like Fatty
they
Willis.
deserve to be made fun. I mean, come on.
Fatty Willis.
Isn't that what
Fatty
we're here for? To make
Willis.
fun of people? I mean, look at our commander in chief. Look what he did, stupid idiot.
Squat a lot.
Joe, do the Biden
Squat,
squat.
squat.
Do the Biden. I mean, come on,
Do
my
the
God.
Biden squat.
I mean, right in
Do the
front
poop
of
a lot.
the whole world. That is not Americans. We have a little bit more respect for ourselves
No,
than that.
you see, it's not,
God,
it's people believing that that's still Biden is the problem.
yeah, you know,
Sorry, guys. That's not the real Biden.
it
And
can't be. I
he's
mean, there's
definitely
that
not
one
an
picture.
80-year-old.
That was that
Mhm.
one picture where it's Biden's head, right?
Mhm.
But then there's like a line on the neck, and
And then you
from
see the
the
browner
it's
color underneath of the
brown. It's
real skin.
dark
Because
brown.
like I've been saying for a year and change that we've opened up this channel,
Yeah.
they're trying to smack you now in the face.
There's like some kind of masks they're
And that
using.
was it was a channel, right? It was like on it
Yeah.
was CNN or something. It was
Right.
something uh noteworthy, like CNN or something somebody
Right.
caught it on. Now I don't check out all this shit. You can't. There's
No.
so much.
Yeah, it's hard to hear the left talk too.
Life is too short to be
But,
serious.
but what he
Exactly.
did was what he turned away from of the group, and he's like talking to somebody back. There's nobody there. There was some guy on the ground, but there's nobody there, and he's talking to somebody. And the lady, there was some woman from another country, had to call him back to the circle, and he's just looking like he's just stupid.
That's right.
Literally.
You were saying that before.
Yeah. So we get to make fun of him because who would put somebody like that in office? I know I would.
Nobody did, and
I
nobody with
don't
the
think I really don't think the
you
Democrats
gotta
can
you
live with
gotta
that.
believe that most America at this point is saying, "What the fuck?
What
Like,
happened?
who
What
is
did we
this
do
dude,
to the
and
guy?
why? And how could anybody hire up?" And if you can't see that, like P. Diddy, for example, getting arrested because they think, yes, let me explain it that way. They think that the Democrats are in power. So they settle down. They calm down, right? They let down their guard. You
Right.
know who's good at doing these kind of operations? The highest military. Which is what? Which is what, Joe? The Q? Is it Q? Could they perform like these 3D, 6D, 10D chess games?
Just I don't know. Maybe it's confusing to them, or
Ah,
they've
come on
stumbled
now.
and they
Everything is fake. If you can't see it by now that it's all fake, that the 3D, the third dimensional world is just crumbling,
yeah.
crumbling. It's going. Like, talk about Fatty Willis. Tell us, tell us the thug life.
Oh, that woman, that everything she's involved in is just crumbling around her. She's just hurting so dang bad, man. That she's something wrong with those people.
Is it just her or is it the county, Fulton?
It's
Because didn't you
Fulton
say there was
County,
a
Well, look at she's doing some. There's another another court that she's involved in, another court proceeding. The guy named Young Thug.
young thug?
Yeah, his name is
So I got
Young.
that wrong in the title. Remind me to correct it.
Yeah,
Young thug. Okay.
yeah,
Young
it's
thug
Young
life. Ah!
Thug.
Leave it to me to make. Where
Yeah,
cat are you doing
the
your
the the
dancing
he's
tonight?
the
What the
members.
fuck is up with people?
They claim that
Bingo.
the gang Young Slime Live is responsible for a series of violent crimes, with him, Young Thug, being the leader of Young Slime Live.
Right.
So
Okay.
they'll have him on trial, right? But the
How
judge,
long has it been now? Because I think you said it was a couple of years already.
yeah, 2 years,
Okay.
and we're
So then
supposed to
what
have
happened?
speedy trials. So
Bingo, really?
the judge, that Glanville,
Mm.
he's an ex
You kept
general.
saying his first name, Yuri,
Ural
Yoli, Ural,
Glanville. Ural.
Ural, Ural.
Ural. I guess that's how you pronounce it. But
Yeah.
he was supposedly a general in the army, and
Get real. The
and
judge?
he's now the head judge in Fulton County, which
Because,
is
being
which
that
is
makes it
Fannie
all okay.
Willis's county. That's where she's
Count.
the DA.
Right.
Okay, but he put himself on this uh what do you call the court proceeding? He's the judge in this in
Yeah.
his trial
He's the
in this
judge in this
trial,
case. Right.
right? And he I don't know. I can't remember what happened, but he decided that they did something to him and they confused him on something. So he needed to take a 5-minute break, and it ended up being over an hour. And they had a secret meeting.
This was the judge, the lawyer. That
And
was.
and the key
For the
witness,
prosecution,
yeah,
it was the
and the key
prosecutor
witness, yeah.
and the
I
key
I think
witness.
it was I think
Okay.
there was somebody from Fannie Willis's office there, the
Well, of
judge,
course,
the
because
prosecutor,
one a
and
criminal, another criminal.
their key
Hmm.
witness, that little Woody Copeland, that he was there too. Okay.
I don't
So
know who that
they
is.
in he's one of the witnesses in the Young Thugs
Okay, I
trial.
got it. So he
Okay.
was the one in the judge's
Yeah, they were having a
office
meeting.
having this
They
secret
didn't
meeting.
tell they didn't tell the defense, Young Thug's lawyer,
What's the lawyer's name? Do you know?
Steele.
His name
I
is
don't know his
Steele. How
first name,
very
but it's Steele.
unfortunate.
Yeah, right. Very unfortunate. So he's defending Young Thug, and he's asking the judge, well, I don't understand what took so long, and I don't understand why you had this secret meeting. It's ex parte meeting, is what they called it.
Ex
And
parte.
and you didn't tell me about it.
Right, a
And the
party.
judge said, wait a minute, stop, wait a minute. Who told you about this secret meeting I had? I want their name. You better tell
This
me
is
their name.
Glenn, whatever.
If you don't tell me their
Glanville.
name, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. And so it went on to this big old thing. And this other lawyer, she showed up because that's what she does. When a judge tries to hold another lawyer in contempt, she shows up. So
Right, because she has to, because now that they
she
have to have a
starts
lawyer.
spewing the law to the judge. The judge wasn't having it because the judge is trying to hold the guy in contempt, one contempt, but he's using, there's two different kinds of contempt you can do. One of them where you can hold the guy in jail. The other one was where he can bond out. He's trying to hold him where the guy can bond out, but using the other one where he's not allowed to let him out.
I
See,
thought you said
he's
something
using
about
both of
10
them
weeks.
together. He's using both of them together, and he's not allowed to
Okay.
do that, is what he's doing.
Well, there's obviously some corruption going on there in Fulton County. And this isn't the
Major
only
corruption.
county.
Right,
They're all coming out. They're
right.
all coming out.
Well, the little Woody guy, he gets on the stand today and he starts telling
The
everybody,
little Woody guy.
yeah, yeah, little Woody Copeland, he gets on the stand and he starts telling everybody, hey, everything I said was a lie. I only said what I said because the cops told me to. They threatened me. The judge threatened me. The lawyers threatened me. Everybody threatened me. I didn't know what. And you know what? That's exactly what they do. So now they're getting busted out. And you know what? We all should look at these are they're doing it to their, everybody says, well, look, everybody, the white people are doing it to the black people. But this is black people doing it to black people. I don't get that. I
Well,
mean, I'm not saying that
it's like stupid to think that there
but
aren't
why would
any
you do
bad,
wrong to
there's
anybody?
bad white people. Let's
There's
go to
bad
kindergarten again today,
black
ladies
people,
and
bad
gentlemen. There
white
are bad
people.
white people. There are
There's
bad
bad
red people.
everybody.
There are bad yellow
Man, these
people.
people
There
are
are bad black
bad.
people. Oh
You know,
no.
it's
And then there's a
Democrat.
beautiful, beautiful amount of gorgeous people in this
Mhm,
world. And if you're fucking bitter and
mhm.
hateful, you'll never be involved with us.
Yeah,
And
it's just so
we don't
stupid,
want you
man.
with us. See
Yeah,
ya.
I
All those
know. I just,
negative Nazis out there, all those Debbie Downers,
man,
all those unpatriotic souls, all those who have given up, never give up. Never give
no,
up. Never
never,
surrender.
ever. Yeah, because I don't get the race thing. I really don't.
Do you know?
I do
Because a
not
lot of
get
other people seem to.
racism. I know. I don't get the racism. It just doesn't work for me.
I never even thought of it. It became more of an issue later on. Never
Yeah,
had it growing up in Brooklyn. I mean, you
yeah,
did. You had your gangs that obviously hung out by color, but um, I I don't want to. I don't want to go through this right now. But let's just say that we
I
never noticed it in certain gangs. It was just
yeah.
not a thing. People were
I
either
know.
mean or not.
We all hung out together.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
friends would they notice skin color? You know, you just people
We
growing
didn't.
up, your time, my time, maybe a
Yeah.
little prior, they make it an issue. They push it, that media pushes it in your face.
You got a
You
sandwich, Dingo?
behave.
I
But
want a sandwich. Dingo says he's just here for the sandwiches.
ugh,
So I thought,
son of
well,
a sandwich.
well, hey, if you're having a sandwich, maybe I could have one of those sandwiches too. See what I'm saying?
There's an
I'm just kidding, man.
affectatious.
I'm just
There's an
kidding, man. Oh man, these people, I swear.
there's an affectatious
Hmm.
shaving and trimmed home improvement style man named Matt Walsh.
Hmm.
He belongs and is on, he belongs there too on the Daily Wire. I'm going to go on about him during this live, on and off.
Yeah, do it.
I despise yuppies. I know a lot of people hate yuppies. Matt Walsh is a yuppie. And I will
Wasn't he a news guy?
yeah, he's in the Daily Wire. He works for Ben Shapiro and Boring. I think Jeremy Boring is his name. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but
Hmm.
Boering, Boring. Sounds like boring to me. And of
Oh,
course, I think that's Venki
oh.
Ventures, Ven something, the company. I don't care, but he works for them. Now he goes out and he does these shorts.
Hmm.
And I've noticed that he must love these little pretty libtards with perky great boobs and all this stuff because that's what he's been picking on lately. And I have a feeling that this motherfucker has been sleeping on the couch. It's just my thought, unless he's, you know,
Hmm.
it's like I said, he's got that home improvement style look, you know, with the beard. You don't remember Bobby
Hmm. Yeah.
Villa? Villa? What was
Yep.
his name?
Bobby Vila.
Villa.
Bobby Vila. Yeah.
Bob Villa.
Mhm.
I was
I
the
know.
I almost said Ross. Bob Ross. Definitely grew up with him.
Mhm.
So I'll go on like later because I know it's boiling. It's boiling. His vocabulary is so it's precious. It's venomous. And it's nonsensical when you don't have the wisdom to even say what you're saying. He uses his words to cover up his meanings because the meanings make no sense. You could go after these libtard girls. I have no problem about it. But what he is doing is making it about women. At least the last couple I saw. And it's not sitting well on this old girl.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Do you know what he said about women?
I
He
don't
just,
want to pretend to even know who this girl was, but he was like, "Oh, she's so animated." But
hmm.
men don't like smug, narcissistic women. And like in the middle, I'm watching this short. I'm like, I get it.
Some men
He's
do.
making fun of a libtard, and in the middle of the short, I was so certain that he was going to say something positive, like, and there are men out there too
The same
that
way.
are narcissistic assholes, know-it-alls, or
Yes,
whatever,
there are.
using his weird yuppie vocabulary
Right.
because
Right.
nobody in a million years really wants to hear that shit because they have to think and look up words. You
Hmm.
know, it's one thing to teach, but you don't teach because it makes no sense. Okay. Okay. So he
Right.
goes, he's making fun of this girl, but in the middle where you think he's gonna say something halfway decent, like, I'm not saying men can't be this way. He says, and it's not just men that think of women this way. And I'm like, so meaning other women think women don't like women that are smug. Well, nobody likes people that are
Well,
smug like
no matter what we are.
yourself, Matt
Mhm.
Walsh. Like yourself.
I don't like smug people either.
You're a tiny tot in my eyes, honey. You're a little bubble. I don't know what I bet you went to like some kind of university that you clung like ivy to.
Mhm.
Anyhow, I will continue with that because I didn't even
Mhm.
open the next one. All I saw was this girl with these beautiful, sticking out. And I'm like, he's
Uh-huh.
going after these liberal girls, but he's looking definitely at something else. This guy's sleeping on the damn couch, or he's trying to get his wife or boyfriend jealous. So
There's that.
see, Joe was smart to let me get that out. Thank you, Joe. I
Mhm.
was so smart to be silent.
Oh yeah,
Let me get it out.
get it
I
out.
don't care. I'll make fun of Benny Johnson too. Man, stop looking like a cartoon character. Seriously. He's like, like it's
Yeah,
that
he
that
does.
was even bad for Drew Carey, motherfucker. Now stop. Stop. I know. I would be the best person to make fun of the girl from, Brooklyn with the Brooklyn accent. And yeah, I get it, but serious. At least I have different charismas, different charisma about me. Shit, man, you guys are lame as crap. Ever
Yeah,
hear
like
monotone or non-tone or
excuse me.
Asperger's? I gotta stop. Go on, Joe. Is there something else? What else are we talking about? Oh, hey, Rodrigo. Hey, Charlie.
What else is there to talk
Love
about?
Velo on
I
PBS.
know.
Yeah, home repairs. That's
Yeah,
right. Matt Walsh has a few couches for sale.
yeah.
I guarantee it. I'm like, I don't know.
Elon Musk says,
I think him and his wife met. I'm sorry, one second. I think
go
him
ahead.
and his wife met on like eHarmony or something. All right.
Matt
Call me
Walsh.
old fashioned.
Matt Walsh. Wasn't Matt Walsh on NBC? Could have
I
sworn he
don't
was
know.
on
I think
NBC.
he's too a little too young to have been on. No, no. No, you're thinking of oh, somebody tell him who he's thinking of. Charlie will know.
Hmm.
There's a ton of Walshes. I grew up with like five different Walshes. I mean, that's an Irish name, Walsh. Walsh is definitely
What does
Irish.
everybody think about Hunter Biden? You think he's going to go to jail? Elon Musk says he should be in jail for impugning the
He's
integrity of the United States by taking bribes for political
he's
favors.
oh, Steve's on the
Huh?
other side.
Yeah, I think he should be in under the
I'm
jail.
sorry. Were you saying something important that I was mocking?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
that's okay. You can walk
I
away.
was saying he's dead.
You think
He's
so?
gone. Yes. What are
I
you
wonder.
talking about? Oh my God. What you talking
Why
about
would they
now?
keep talking about
See
the
how I
guy then?
said it?
Maybe
It's
his
not
dad
yeah
is.
about.
Maybe his dad is. But this guy, I think they want to make this guy a scape. I think this guy's going to be that one of their scapegoats. I mean, they still haven't figured out. They still haven't told us whose cocaine that they found in the White House. And you think that
That
they
really
don't know?
interests you, doesn't it?
It pisses me off, is what it does. Because I know for a damned fact that there's no way possible you could leave cocaine laying around in that place and it not be discovered and them know exactly who the person is who had that cocaine. You cannot tell me that
But you,
if they can't, it makes every law enforcement officer out there a fucking idiot. Sorry, but it does. Because that's the most protected building in the world. It's got the
but
highest level of security. They've
Joe,
got cameras that are very,
what does
very
this
clear
tell you, brother? What does
that
it
it's
tell
all
you?
fake.
It's a movie, brother. It's a
It's either
movie.
that or it's there. I don't.
Eat some fucking popcorn already.
I'm
Sit
hoping,
back.
man. And
You know,
because
everybody's gonna go. You have to believe in Renaissance avant-garde. You have to believe the future. What you gotta stop believing what you read and see. Well, you could read and see it and then think, no, no, nope, they're gone, they're dead. Something has happened
mhm.
mysteriously. A lot.
Meanwhile,
What happened to all
Meanwhile,
these people?
we have the Russian subs moving into Cuba.
No. You think?
We have China and Russia having
Who's
bases
Trudeau?
in Mexico, which we
See,
never allowed before.
tomorrow we're going to go through pictures.
Mhm,
Tomorrow's going to be picture day.
mhm.
Auntie Kat is going to put up pictures so everybody gets to see that
Good.
Biden isn't really Biden. He's a
Well,
Biden.
good. And I wanted to find out that we should repost that one.
I have been saving. I've been doing a lot of work. My
Yeah,
head is
picture.
like,
We need to put that in the
I
collage.
was literally sick earlier today, like an hour before we came on.
We
And
almost
and
didn't
I
be. We almost
had
weren't
headaches
able
the last few
to come
days.
in.
Yeah, I
So
know. But
I said we weren't almost able to come in, but we were able. You got
well, there were a couple things I wanted to get off my chest. Um, and
hey
it was
Richie,
interesting what you were saying about Fatty Willis because now we
yeah,
have them, and I'm gonna call her Fatty Willis because
Fatty
I'm
Will.
going to show you pictures of her because
Yeah,
I don't know if she's a woman. That's another thing we all have to wake up to. They're not
yeah.
all
The dress
women.
thing is really bothersome.
And that might have been intentional, just like it was intentional for Andrew Cuomo to wear a
Mhm.
white polo with his bar nipples during a COVID, one of his
Yeah,
COVID things like he had for
yeah,
50, 60 days,
yeah.
wasting everybody's time and money.
That was just so weird.
Now, I was taking a look at Fatty Willis. Her neck is humongous.
Yes, Brett, you are a movie extra.
Are you having a conversation? I'm trying to say something and you're having a
Sorry,
conversation. We have to stop with that.
apologize.
No, it's all right. I do it too. Now, what was I saying? Saying? What was I talking about, guys?
Shit.
I
Like,
constantly do that.
and our minds are like,
Poof, and it's gone.
there it goes.
Fatty Willis. I was looking at her neck.
Bad. Yeah.
I found a couple of good pictures. Her neck is very big. All right, women have slender necks,
Mhm.
and their face or head rather can fit on one shoulder.
I don't know.
Men, you could take their same structure and fit it twice on their shoulder. Yeah. I mean, if you got to put your shoulders up, right? Right, there you go. No, I mean, you have to be regular. There you go. Like comfortable. Like if
Hey,
they were
hold on.
measuring you, actually, they're not supposed to technically measure you from the head, from the feet to the head. It's to the shoulder, is how tall you are. I don't know why that is, but that's technically the way it is. So her her neck is unbelievably, and then I caught a couple of pictures where there's definitely been some kind of operation, you know,
Hmm.
which I'm thinking is the Adam's apple. And for those of you that don't understand that, that means you're a man. I have no problem with transvestites or people
Dude.
that want to have fun and dress up as the other sex or enjoys with it,
Yeah.
but you have to understand you are not supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Unless you choose to be that way, you're not supposed to be that way. They gave it to you. Okay. They did. And if you don't believe me, go read some of Tennessee Williams' autobiographies.
Yeah. And most men don't look good.
Biographies? Is it biographies?
Sorry.
Autobiographies.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
men just
no.
don't look
It's
good.
a very depressing life. They made it natural for you.
Yeah. It's
It's
very
not.
depressing.
Most people, I mean, it's more natural now and it's great. But
Yeah.
it still doesn't mean that it was supposed to be right. There's only like 2 or 3% of you around the world.
Yeah.
You test rats, baby. We all
Yeah.
are. You have any sort of dysfunction, immune system, cancers or whatever. It's all from them and their drugs and their injections and their foods and you could go on and on and on. Toothpaste to shampoos to deodorants to cereals. That was my favorite, Cheerios. You eat Cheerios and you lower your cholesterol. Well, let me tell you something. Stop eating eggs and you're gonna lower your cholesterol. So people that tend to eat cereal will not have eggs, the same day. Unless, maybe they would. I don't know. But it's a gimmick, guys. It's all a gimmick, right? Right. Okay. Now I've bitched enough for today. What a good class it's been.
Yeah. Right.
Insanity is the new norm. It's not, though. It is, but it's not. It's what we're seeing on fake media. So they're pushing it. They're pushing that 2, 3% of the world in front of all the TV cameras.
Right.
That's all that's going on. I mean, when they talk about um in New York, cops being stabbed, people being pushed off the train, um, whatever else, shootings and robberies and burglaries and what do you think this is new in a city? There used to be 17 million people in New York.
No. Well, it's because it's becoming more and more of a norm, and these people that are doing it they're
No,
being
it's
arrested,
not.
and then they're
No, it's
being let
not.
go.
It's
Yeah.
not more and more of a norm. It's more and more on TV. We
And
have
so
more and more
that's what makes it more normal.
communication.
But that's
Huh?
what makes it more normal.
That might, yes, okay,
That
fine. Yes,
normalizes it.
that's clever. I'll give that to you. It is normal, like video. I mean, even cell phone cameras,
Mhm.
lack of cell phone cameras, right? Show certain things too, right?
Yes.
I mean, where are all the cell phone camera videos from Jan 6th? Yeah. Where is it?
Yeah.
Why do we only have that? Why did and where did that whole you see, were we talking about that earlier? Something about January 6th? I
Yeah.
thought we mentioned something about that earlier. Or no, you were talking about it the other day.
January 6th.
Yeah,
Yeah. We were. I don't remember what it was. We got to talk about so many different things.
I know
All
we
the
don't
different,
stop.
what gets me is all the different things that are going on, and then some of the things that they forgot, like the FBI with all their stuff that's going on, and I still haven't forgot the Vegas shooting. I haven't forgot that. Where they killed all those people, and there was actually people in the crowd that were killing people too.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who killed where?
The Vegas
Oh,
concert.
the Vegas shooting. Okay,
Yeah,
so you have
they
that
I
was in
haven't
MGM,
forgot about
right?
that. Yeah,
That was in MGM.
yeah, I haven't
Okay.
forgot that.
So I don't know if you guys know. I don't even know how I remember this shit. I really don't. But MGM they specialize in metal detectors, right?
Yeah,
And their metal detectors happen to be off that day.
yeah, convenient. How convenient.
Woo! Ding, ding,
How
ding, ding.
very
Red
convenient.
flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. I
Mhm.
mean, you can't now, oh gosh, what year was that?
What was it?
What year was that?
What?
The vape. Wow, Joe, do you need some coffee?
Yes, I do. As a
Go
matter
get
of
some
fact,
coffee. Do you guys like when I say coffee? Do I say
coffee.
it? Do I say it?
Okay,
Yeah. You
that's
see, you say it more.
I say coffee,
I can speak correctly if I wanted to.
but I choose not to.
I, Jesus. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Relax.
I
Hey, coffee.
don't make myself laugh. Oh my God. I don't know where I get this. Vegas shooting of 2017. I thought so.
Okay.
So, of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
it happened when Trump was in office.
Mhm. You know that you
It was
notice you
October.
notice how a lot of the bad things happened when Trump was in office,
Oh
and then
yeah.
now that this Biden guy is in office, that there's no more shootings
Well,
per se. There's a lot more.
see,
There's more rioting. There is the
oh, that's
rioting.
what you were talking about. What happened to all the rioting? What
Yeah,
happened to all these Hollywood people yelling at everybody? I mean, where'd they go? They're not
yeah.
yelling at Trump anymore. I mean, De
No,
Niro did.
yeah. Boy, did
And
they put
please,
him
guys,
down.
please go and like my our video. What is it called? Bobby's Rectal Awakening.
Oh
Please.
yeah, yeah.
Particularly proud of that. In a shameful way. Anyhow, if I was if I was Matt Walsh, I'd be recoiling my feelings from the evil, smug women that think they know it all. I told you, I just, oh,
There's a
Matt.
lot of people who think they know
He's
everything.
brilliant too, because I've heard him talk about the Constitution and laws and stuff, and I mean, it's great research or maybe great knowledge, I don't know. But then he does something stupid.
Mhm.
They all do. Ben Shapiro. They're babies. To me, they're all babies. Mom would say babies. Just little babies. You got to live and learn, don't you? God, you waste half your life behind the books instead of experiencing it.
Yeah, yeah.
I like both. Both are healthy. A little
Always,
bit of
always
this
keep,
and a little bit of that. A little
always
bit.
be curious is the secret to.
Always ask questions.
Oh yeah, always
You have
asking
a
questions.
subject, you always ask who, what, where, when, why, and how.
How?
Always, always, any subject.
That
And you're
is
going to figure out that this world is
basis of
matrix,
science.
dude.
Mhm.
You're
That's
going
the
to be
basis
right
of
here with me and
science.
Joe.
So we've met your smug ass ex-wife, Joseph. I don't know, did we?
You've met my smug ass ex-wife.
So you,
Joe. That's Joseph Rogers in the chat, guys.
yeah.
Listen, I wasn't gonna do it, but let's do it. Okay, so in our wasn't gonna do it. I gotta do it. In our chat,
Mhm,
in the community, in the
mhm.
channel, I'm sorry, in the community, I put up um the room is completely engulfed flames. You can only save one. And there's what are their names, Joe? You know their names, don't you? You know the tranny names, don't you?
Oh,
The one for
Mulvaney
Bud
is one
Light.
of them. Mulvaney
That
is
was
one.
Yeah, that
Right?
was what you were talking about earlier that I forgot. So
The
maybe we did bring up
Budweiser
the
guys.
main. We brought, huh?
The Budweiser guys, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, the Bud Light guy, yeah. And
Yeah.
then there's the swimmer, what's her name? His name is her
Mia Thomas.
Mia.
Leah
Leah.
Thomas.
Leah. Okay, that's it.
Leah Thomas.
Thomas,
And
whatever.
I don't
And
know that other dude.
I
I do
don't
not
know. He's
know.
just
Yeah.
fantastic in a silver dress, and he looks like who was the one that played Archie Bunker?
Oh God.
Carol.
Yeah.
Carol, what's his name? Carol was his first name, I think. But he looks like him in a silver dress, like one of those
Oh,
sparkly. Oh no, maybe it's a maybe it's one of those onesie thingies. I don't know. And then there's the furry cat, the
that
Persian
cat is
cat.
definitely gonna be saved.
So we got a lot of comments on this one.
Yeah.
There was plenty of here kitty kitties,
Hmm.
like definitely the cats.
Hmm.
Scott Matthews, here kitty kitty. Mark Harrison, definitely the cat. Melvin Mole, definitely the cat. The rest can burn.
Carol
Okay.
O'Connor. That's what his
Thank you,
name.
Carol O'Connor. How could I
Yeah,
forget another Irishman?
Charles told us.
All in
Thank you,
the
Charles. Appreciate that, sir.
Alan Winkley. I'm
Telling
a dog person, but I'd happily choose the cat over extremely demented, just a simple fact of life.
me.
She picked the cat over the extremely demented. Too easy, the cat, and a lot of likes on all these. The cat, of course,
The
Murdoch.
cat.
I love Murdoch is he's a witty
I
one.
would only save the cat. Oh, would
The
only
cat is
save
the only
the
real motherfucker in the bunch.
cat.
You're my brother, Murdoch. You're my brother. Love it. Gary Lowe, that's too easy. The cat. Yeah. I mean, I hate to be so easy. Next time I'll give you a hard one, like which Biden is the real Biden? It would have to
Mm,
be prior to 20 or prior to 2020 because he was killed in 2019. Okay.
mm.
The biological cat, good answer by Tina Phillips. Jeffrey Jones. That was the first one I read this morning or before was Fluffy.
Yeah, but
He's
I would save the cat. What we're saying, Brett, is that we would save the cat over the transvestites. I would not save the transvestites. I would
go
save,
into the community and you'll see our posts. We
yeah,
post memes like at least 4 or 5 a day. I
yeah.
think we're trying to,
Those are pretty fun.
yeah, a lot of people seem to enjoy them. I like them. Nice cat, Davis Rowe. That's great. Why the cat, of course, Joseph. Joseph Rogers in the chat. Why the cat, of course.
Of
Closest
course.
thing to
Why,
real,
of course.
real meow meow. You're gonna see out of the four. Call it like it is, kitty kitty. Kitty
Yeah,
kitty.
definitely.
Very good. Very good.
It's a no-brainer, in other
And it was
words.
great. There's a few other comments, but that was great. I love your answers, guys. Keep them
Mm.
going. And where'd it go? And there we are. Sorry, not a cat person.
Oh, rats.
Does it, how about it if we called it by the P word? See, I know Dingo. I know him too well, honestly.
Then he would be a
He says,
lover.
when I first met Dingo, like the first 2 months we're talking, we really hit it off. We're good friends. Lots to do with the arts and sci-fi. And he says, because he worked here in California, by the way, in America. He's from Australia. And obviously Dingo, right? And he goes, "Tell your husband it's okay. I don't like mowing another man's lawn."
Oh, geez.
Boom! We were just like best buddies. I'll never forget that, Dingo. I'll never forget that. I mean, there's only certain things, And I don't. I did tell him. I don't think I told him right away but I did tell him, and he fucking laughed. So that's our relationship. He knows. I mean, I don't know why people don't trust their husbands or wives because if they're gonna cheat on you, it's better to know. It's better, and then leave them and go have a lot of fun. That's it's logic. Life is not a storybook, and that's mostly because these people made it living hell for us. These people, like the Illuminati, the Cabal,
All
the
bad.
Knights Templar.
All of them bad.
I wanted to invite you guys in, um, but we went on so late, and actually, I didn't think we'd stay on this long.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
So
yeah.
tomorrow, we're definitely going to do another show,
Sure.
because I'd like to show some pictures.
Hmm.
If Dana and Charles will come on, perhaps Bill, perhaps,
Charles.
um,
Maybe
maybe we
Charles
could
come in.
do another Flat Earth episode because
Yeah.
that seems slimy. Uh,
Some of the things are interesting. I will say that. Some of their theories are interesting.
it is interesting, but it was
You got a lot
created
of,
to
you guys
be
got a lot of
interesting.
convincing to
All
do. But
conspiracies are created to be interesting. So you have to realize that some are fake and some are real. And going through every bit, and that's why
you
you
have to
have to ask all
you
the
have to
questions.
pick out the truth along the way because there are,
Luckily,
yeah,
they weren't able to get out that many psyops,
right.
but they work very slowly. If just one of them exists, and I've thought of this because the Bible says after a certain time we'll have 1,000 years of peace,
Yeah.
right? But if just one man or one woman, because I'm not sexist, Walsh. If one man or one woman of evil nature survives, then it might take him 1,000 years to corrupt yet again, you know? Um, so that's something to keep in mind. It's philosophical, funny. Well, it's not funny, really.
Well,
I do think of these things,
I'm
though.
always of the mind that if you don't know that the bad, how can you know the good?
Right.
It's just that way.
Well, what if,
You
what
keep
if
the bad to the good.
what if we've had enough of the bad and we've learned enough of the bad and we write about the bad and we leave statues and history alone about the bad so
So
we'll
we
never
don't do
forget
that again.
to
Right.
not do. This has been your kindergarten program, ladies and gentlemen, because it really, I think some people need to be schooled. I can't believe I feel so much better. Thank goodness.
Yeah, really.
It's the love from you guys. I wish
Yeah.
Unhuman had come on. Why do you
Yeah.
call me Warrior Cass? Seriously? You can't
Because
call me
you are.
Carolyn.
You're a warrior.
Warrior.
You are the warrior.
I am a warrior.
Start dancing. Oh,
Where can you have to get your hubby to stop DM me laughing my ass off? Apparently he needs some lawnmower tips. Oh no. Oh no, you did not.
Mhm.
I'll plead the fifth on that one. And if you don't
Okay.
know what that is, Aussie, you better look it up, Mr. Dingo. Um,
It's funny.
God damn, I'm smiling. Okay.
Good.
Sorry, I shouldn't have
That's a good
cuffed
thing.
like that. I'm so glad you're feeling better too, Carolyn. Oh, it was terrible. Nancy said something about pressure headaches. There was um I know there's a lot of allergies and stuff, but it wasn't even the headaches. And I've had my contacts on, I have my glasses on, I've tried everything. Other than going to the eye doctor, which is the next thing,
Yeah.
even if it's not that. And then I was fine, pretty fine today. And then a couple hours before we came on, or we were going to come on, I was like, Joe, I don't know if I could do this. I can't move. Like, I literally couldn't move. I
She
was
was
so
bad.
sick.
She wasn't. Yeah. Didn't
And
didn't
I don't
move.
like taking anything. I really don't. I tried it, I don't know, a couple of
Yeah, it
things.
was not a good thing.
It was not pretty. It was not
No.
pretty. So I don't know what happened. It was like not a 24-hour bug. It was
Like
like
a
a
little
24
bug,
minute bug. It was
nonetheless.
really bad. It was more than 24 minutes, but it was bad. Maybe 2 hours, 40 minutes. I don't know. And so even when I started up, I wasn't feeling great. Now I feel, whew, we got some stuff done. We got some stuff done. Joe and I did. I can't wait until Tuesday, Charles. We'll see you on Long MacArthur Ford again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll be there.
I like
That
that.
was
I
pretty
like that
cool.
show. I like Tim and Sarah. Oh, and they're actually going to visit you in Maine, which is incredible. They're in Kansas, right?
Yeah, right in the
What part of
middle,
Kansas?
right in
You
the middle.
remember what part of Kansas it
Salina,
was?
Kansas. They pronounce it different. I always called it Salina, Kansas, which is just right on the edge of, well, that's cow country, you
Cow,
know.
cow country. My
Well,
brother love it.
west of them, west of Salina is where I think Salina is where they used to when they used to do those big move the cows up from Texas up to Kansas. That's where they would move them to Salina, Kansas. And from there west, there's hills, and it's just as far as the eye can see, and cows.
That's if they have beautiful hills, then they have good grass for the cows.
Man,
How
there's a
nature
lot of
works
cows.
so simply.
And
It's
there's a lot of cows, and I believe the cows
outstanding.
have probably eaten a lot of the grass that would
Did you
grow.
just say cows eat cows? Are
Cows
you
eat
being Matt Walsh?
cows eat the grass that grows. I'm pretty sure
I'm
that
trying to think of a
they
good one. One last
I
one
don't
from
know.
Matt
Maybe
Walsh.
I did say it.
I look forward to that too. Selena. Yeah,
Selena,
Selena. Right? I'm
Selena,
saying that right.
Kansas.
Selena, Kansas.
Selena, they call it Selena.
Yeah, they're lovely people. Like I've learned so much about cars and
Yeah.
it, it, it's just
They
I
talk
mean, I
about
like
Ford.
looking at them. Now I'm beginning to appreciate it after that um Maverick show. Was it
Yeah,
Maverick? It
yeah.
was I'm saying right? So I know this much about cars. Probably as much as I know about guns, right? So,
Yeah,
but
cars just car. I'm just fascinated.
I know we're so opposite.
Yeah. Anything that's a motor, I'm just fascinated with it.
Well, I like motor. I like
TVs, or anything
I
electronic.
love robotics. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
you remember the robot. Do you know how
I like
long it
that
took me
stuff.
to do that stupid
Yeah.
22-minute Android thing, AI?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Never again. It's Daleks. I will exterminate you. I feel so much better, guys. That's why I'm a little happy.
Good. That's a
Mm,
good thing.
isn't
Feeling
it
bad.
now? All
Feeling
right.
bad
So,
sucks.
coffee, Australian accent. Foster's for beer. Coffee with an Australian accent.
Yeah.
Water. People confuse it with parking the car. I'm going to park the car.
I
That's,
got
it's wicked. It's a wicked situation. No, that's Boston.
in a podcast.
Park the car. That's, Kennedy. Boston. Yeah. The Globe.
Hmm.
Anyhow, was there one other thing you wanted? Did you want to bring
I,
up that other kid?
I didn't really have anything
I
other than
thought
that. What was
you
that?
didn't
We
have
are
anything. You,
too much.
please, sir.
I worked. Oh,
Please,
may I
sir.
have another, sir? Please,
Just a
sir.
little crumb, sir.
Please. Is there more?
Oh, sir. That's Oliver Twist, people. Yeah, Oliver Twist has it right too, if you think
Yeah.
about the kids and everything. hmm we'll there's forget about it. You have to understand the people that did our movies, not all the
Mhm.
actors, but did our movies, the people that produced it, that made money, okay? Um, People that wrote books from centuries ago because we didn't have movies. They're all 90% cabal because that's how they kept the money within the money. You get it? So, and their game was to be the most extravagant, to shove it in your face and still call you stupid because you don't realize that it's right in your face. And whoever
Mhm.
gets the closest, the price is right. Whoever gets the closest amount without going over wins. Well, that's
Mhm.
what they had been doing.
Yes.
Now, I do believe some Masons were doing it for good. Da Vinci comes to mind, you know. Um,
There's
he was
always
trying to,
good in every crowd,
there's always
but
a
there's
light at the
always
end of
the
the tunnel,
bad
right? We could,
in every crowd also. And the bad always outweighs good for some reason because
mm,
the good become afraid of them. until they get out of hand, until the bad get out of hand.
What is
Like,
what you go and look at what he's saying because you're
the
gonna like it more
man
than I do.
going down to Portland to get some store-bought food.
Maverick was one of Ford's models of their vehicle lineup.
Right.
And
Maverick was.
underneath, Dingo says, I have a Ford Ranger
What
3
year,
liter
Dingo?
diesel turbo 4x4.
Yeah, what year?
And Charlie says, and Mariner, I going down to Portland to get some store-bought food. Did I read that right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I don't understand. Portland?
Portland, Oregon. No.
Mhm. From where? Who's Aya?
Aya is it's a term of I yes, like
Oh yeah.
Aya. I yeah. I yeah.
Oh,
Like
Aya going down. Aya going down. Okay. I gotcha.
he's saying yes, I'm going down, right?
Gotcha.
That's probably a Maine mariner, he calls himself. He's very Maine. He's
Oh, okay.
very northeastern as you can get. Yeah.
Oh, there's a Portland, Maine. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Is there? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there
there
is.
no, he's not going on the rain on the Bronco.
Hmm.
They'll talk about it on Tuesday, I'm sure.
You got to
They
read
have
it like a
the
Mainer
dealers
said.
only Bronco range event or something. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm really not good with this terminology, but they're only the dealers are able to go riding, and I guess it's free terrain, you know. That's so close to the do the squat, the
Yeah,
bike,
what got me was
the
that they actually have
poop a lot.
classes where they actually teach folks to do four wheeling. That just blew my mind.
One of
Yeah.
my best friends growing up, he was Danny. He was
Well, I live in the mount. I live near the mountains,
God,
so
he
that
must have
was
been
just a normal thing for us. Either
right,
you
I'm
knew how to
sure.
do it, or you
Well,
wrecked your
funny
vehicle.
enough, he was Hispanic, so I'm not. His mother was.
Mhm,
I'm not gonna say Mexican though. I'm not sure, but he did all these phenomenal car tricks. He was in a lot of stunt movies.
mhm.
He
Yeah,
did stunt. I guess the stunt double work. I don't know. It's I never even looked to see his name anywhere. I was friends with him. What do I care? Unless he asked me to watch his work. Maybe not. But you guys probably would appreciate that more than I would, right? That's, I understand bowling more than I do cars, guys. I don't,
the off
you guys are
rodeos
like,
in New
yay,
Hampshire.
I got it right.
Yeah, New
You got
Hampshire.
to read it like a Mainer. Sorry. The off rodeo is in New Hampshire. Yeah, in New Hampshire.
I didn't
The,
know you guys had a different kind of talk in Maine.
we all do. Everybody in the Northeast does.
I'm
Even
just teasing, man. I know you do.
I swear to you. I swear I can't make this shit up, right? So I'm from Brooklyn, obviously, right? So you go over the Verrazano Bridge, which is a very, very long bridge, maybe I don't know, half a mile. I really don't know. It's a
This
long bridge.
guy's
And
prepared.
then you're in Staten Island. So the
Mhm.
Verrazano, who was an explorer, goes from Brooklyn to New Jersey. It's a very expensive bridge. They said after, I believe it, yes, it was when they paid off the bridge with the tolls, the work to do the bridge, that the bridge would be free.
Oh wow.
$22 a trip later, $22 one way, I believe.
Wow.
And if you live in Staten Island, it's cheaper. And if you have the Easy Pass, it's cheaper, maybe $17, but I think it's up to 21 or 22. Something crazy. Um, I went to school. I decided my first year of high school to go into Staten Island. And I liked the school, whatever. Um, but the girls, They were like, "Where are you from? I've never heard your accent before." See, now I have to pat myself on the back here because I was smart enough to know probably hundreds of different accents by this time at this age. I was about 13. I think I started high school at 13. I was very young, born in October. And and these girls, I'm not even talking about one or two, there must have been five or six, and they couldn't believe that I was just from over the bridge because that school literally was 4 miles from my house, even though you're going over this great body of water, the East River, right? Um, I'll never get over that. So not only do different states, different countries, different counties have different dialects, different boroughs apparently have different dialects. I couldn't believe that. I hope they grew up. I hope they've been outside of Staten Island at this point. I don't, unless I'm listening for it, I don't recognize people speaking differently anymore. I mean, you just don't. I grew up with a Korean kid next door. Chinese. There was whatever you Hispanic, Greek, Irish, you name it. They were all my neighbors. I don't see it. I don't see racism.
Yeah,
You look
we
tired.
weren't we weren't allowed to see it. My parents didn't. My parents just did not put up with it. My dad being white and then my mom Hispanic. So, and my dad, and they both had friends that were just, I mean, every race that you could think of. So, and then everybody came to live with us. Everybody lived at our house. We had a small house. Everybody came to live at our house. It was so weird, man. We were what?
Comfortable,
Yeah,
pleasant, homely. Well, that's how society should still be. But no, we have to lock our doors and our car doors, and we can't welcome people in that are tired and need food. I never, ever rejected anybody from the bar. I don't think, unless they were, there was something off about them, like bad, like I felt in danger. I never said that they couldn't use the bathroom, that they
yeah,
couldn't stop in for water in the heat, you know?
yeah.
The mailman, my mailmans would come visit me. No, they weren't drinking liquor, top shelf. Never, not my mailman. You want to read these or are you done? You look tired, but they're talking. So I'm only staying up because see, next tomorrow, you guys can come into Zoom, but I will be showing some pictures. You can come and join us tomorrow. It's probably going to be in the evening. I'm not even sure. Depends on Joe.
Well, it depends on me.
Exactly. I don't know.
Okay.
I like Joseph's comment. There's a highway to hell and a stairway
Stairway
to
to
heaven.
heaven.
Tells you how much more evil there is than good.
Exactly.
The highway
Because the
to
highway is gonna people are rushing.
highway. And there's also a teenage wasteland.
Yeah, I've been there. I totally been there. Got lost there for a while. Had fun there for a while. So
I would have done Stairway to Heaven, but it's too cliche. I mean,
yeah.
come on. Taboo. No, I'm kidding. I don't know why I sing. Mom used to say, "You must be in a happy mood, you're singing."
That's
Ah,
always a
that's
good thing.
why I'm singing. She's right. Mom, you're so right. I got a picture of old
Yeah.
mom back. Yeah, she's right. Same in Maine, Carolyn. The Maine Turnpike was paid off from the 50s. In the mid 90s. They kept the tolls going to this day to help fund the road tax. Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah, the roads are the
It never
roads
ends.
west, are they messed up or are they fixed all the time?
Right.
They're not
I asked
fixed.
my husband about a week ago. I said the BQE, Brooklyn Queens Expressway. I said, how long has it been under construction? He goes, since I started driving. So he's 54. You imagine he's driving since he's 16, 17, right? I'm like, let's get one thing straight. Unions are bad. They're no-nos. Are we
Yes,
going
they
back to
are.
kindergarten again? They were created by the mafia. You know, the guys
Yes,
that go
yeah.
boom, boom,
Well,
boom.
if they weren't, the mafia has taken over.
No, the mafia literally created the unions back in the 1920s.
Mhm.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. Please, my husband would smack my wrist for not knowing that one. He loves
I
mafia.
believe you. I believe, yeah,
Oh,
I
do
know.
you? Do you
Yeah,
actually, do you believe
yeah.
half the shit I say?
At least,
I told my husband today, I says, I quit smoking 8, 9 months ago.
and that is so
I became
great.
a vegetarian about 3 or 4 months ago. I started believing in God, and you don't find any of this strange. He goes, it's you, Carolyn.
Yeah, and there you go.
I was like, that's why I married this man.
He's not wrong.
Okay, anyhow, that's enough of our. Okay, I look forward to that, Carolyn. Thank you, Charles. Yeah, tomorrow. You looking forward to tomorrow? That'd be nice.
Yes.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, like again, I didn't know we would stay on this late. I didn't know I'd be feeling this much better. Otherwise, I would have
Yeah.
invited you guys in, sent the link. We are in the regular room today, aren't
Mhm.
we?
Yeah.
Um, I guess that's it. Is there anything else?
Um,
You wanna cuss out Matt Walsh a little bit for me? I'm
no,
sorry.
there
I
was
know
something
you
I was
guys are
gonna
probably some
say.
of you are fans of Matt Walsh, but I don't like yuppies. I'd never liked yuppies in Carroll Gardens in New York, in Brooklyn. And a lot of people don't. The green sneakers, white lacers, and the whole.
Yes.
Jeez.
So was
But
gonna
then,
say.
but then you go ahead and you make fun of a libtard. That's one thing. But you did not say that men can also be know-it-alls. And I know plenty of male know-it-alls, you know, plenty of smug, narcissistic males that I'd like to recoil from. Matt Walsh.
There was
I'm
something
glad to
else.
say that I rarely, watch him. I'm glad to
Mhm.
say that. I really am.
Matt
I don't really
Walsh.
watch much of anybody anymore.
Uh,
Yeah,
a
I mean,
liberal? Nah,
I
I'm
think he's
having a
pretty
hard time with
smart,
it.
but he should really keep to the politics and stop with the love life and the perky titty women because this is putting you in an between a rock and a hard place. You're in this kind of weird, I don't know. It's a bad zone, man. It's a bad zone. Get out
Mhm.
of that zone. It's not your forte. All right. Let me see. Joseph Rogers says, in and out of the flickering matrix. Absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely feels like some kind of matrix we're in. Just
I'll see.
everything just feels so wrong.
That's that would probably be the first
Like like dirty, like everything's just
awakening.
dirty.
Yeah. Right, it's
Everything's just
dirty.
dirty,
But the evil
slimy.
is gone. So right now is your chance to wake up and move on and ascend and think positive and get every single negative person, place, or thing
Mhm.
out of your reach, out of your existence. Get it out. You have to, you should be happy. You should be content. There are going to be things that are going to hit you hard. You're going to get sick if you haven't already. Um, there are different types of sicknesses. Some of them are not pleasant. There are other things. There are other ways. Not everybody gets sick either. Some people escape with, like, you can even say, like, if they went through a simple surgery and they have a scar, that might be it, or a birthmark, that might be it. Some people got away with murder. Me, I went through a terrible allergy because I'm very awake. And when everybody else has like time to wake up, I did it like that. Because once I realized that everything I knew in the past was adding up to this moment in time, sounds so matrixy, maybe. Um, Back to the futurish, that's when it all hit me at once. And it was like a plethora of light bulbs went off in my head and people were giving me information. Yeah, it was difficult,
Mhm.
but most people won't have to go through it, at least not that bad, not that horribly, because it's going to be slow. You're going to have people like us that already went through it. Joe, you go
Probably
through
still
it.
going
You
through
don't
it.
even know it, but you do. You have
I'm
your own
probably.
tortures.
Oh yeah.
And me being
Well,
one of them. I'm the biggest.
I
Hands
am
up for the biggest
tortured.
torture in the house.
I am tortured.
Ah, ah, ah. Okay, okay. I agree with both Josephs tonight. I know it's, yeah, Joseph, you should come in too, Rogers.
Probably should.
So Charles believes, see, there are a bunch of us that believe in the Matrix. There
Mhm.
are, or maybe not the kind that I have in my head, but people have their own images, their own perception of what the Matrix may be. But
Right.
I'll say it, ask yourself, how many times do bridges fall, trains go on, off track, fires all over the place from California to Maui to Canada,
And west or
tsunamis,
east.
tornadoes, hurricanes, tremendous amounts in
Earthquakes.
areas that are usually not that heavy in them,
Yeah.
or extreme amounts of them.
Mhm.
All right. So this
And
is not
yet, and
usual.
yet we still don't see the ocean rising. Just saying. Just thought I'd put that out there too.
Global warming.
Yeah. I mean, it seems hotter here. It does seem hotter here, but the oceans aren't rising. So that's kind of Freaky Friday a little
Well,
bit.
oceans will rise with regular geographical erosion
Yeah,
stuff.
well,
I'm thinking of my geology class back like 20 something years ago. Yeah. It erodes. So, I mean, but it's not going to happen to, eventually it will flatten underneath of the water. So, no. But let's put this in your head. You don't have to believe in global warming, but why make plastic? You're telling me this in this day and age. I always say this. We have computers. I could talk to people across the world anytime, any day, see them visually with very little lag, but we can't think of something better than plastic.
well,
Wake up, people.
I,
It's time
I
to
think
wake
they
up.
actually found, I'll look it up. I think they actually found that part of the makeup of the earth got plastic in it.
We couldn't make plastic without using things in the earth, but it's
Right.
still a non-biodegradable material. You have to
Yeah,
recycle
well,
it. Now, recycling has to be some
mm,
kind of big scheme to keep money. Think about it.
could
Why
be,
not tell everybody,
could be.
you know, why not make drinking water good? How about that? Without fluoride. You're
Yeah.
telling me we can't do that?
Yes,
What
we
are
can.
those huge water towers that we see in every freaking county?
No,
What are they?
we definitely can do that. We
Right, but we're
definitely
not
can
because
do
they're making a mint on plastic fucking bottles. Plastic.
No, they're
There's
making a mint
plastic in
on
your
making a
sodas. There's
sick.
plastic for your waters. There's plastic for fucking liquors at this. Well, no, liquors would burn
They're
them.
making money on making us sick, is what they're doing. That's
They're
what they're
right. Well, that's a given.
Mhm.
This has been a long life, so let's let it go. If the oceans are rising,
Exactly. Isn't that
why
funny?
does
Well, because they diverted some of the water to the that watershed that's in the middle of the country.
well, you have
That
to read it. You have to
yeah,
read
I
it,
know.
Joe.
I did.
No,
Why
you
does
read
it
it to
keep going?
yourself. You
Why
didn't
does
read
it
it to the
keep going,
people.
the Mississippi keep going dry? Because they're diverting some of the water into that watershed.
Well, they created
You know where
channels, but that's not.
that underground city is that they're putting together?
Oh yeah, I know. I know. I know. It's it's been doomsday for a long time, but it's over now, guys. It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Peace is with us
Right.
all. And I don't mean to sound very religious,
Right.
although I really do mean it when I say a vote for Trump is a vote towards God or for God. Who is that?
That's Chachi. That's
Oh,
our
that was
friend.
Chachi.
Yeah,
Chachi.
my
No, I
kid's
know.
friend. Yeah.
Well, I know who Chachi is. You're right. You should be telling everybody else.
Yeah,
All right.
he grew up with my kids, so
Yeah,
and
he's a good
yeah,
kid, Chachi.
they all the kids, all of my kids' friends that come over here, they all come and say hi to me first.
As well, it should be, right? You are the king of the castle, the
Well,
owner of the house.
there is something to that.
Yes, there is. Quite right.
Well, yes, there is.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I was going to tell a joke, and it's a racist joke, so I'm not sure if I
Oh,
should.
mm.
I know, right? That means I should tell it.
Oh, it is.
So the Englishman, the Scotsman, and an Irishman, they all go into the bar, and they all order a pint of Guinness. So bartender pours them their Guinness, puts one down in front of the English, one down in front of the Scot, one down in front of the Irish. Yes, yes, believe it or not, this is considered a racist joke. So, so a fly comes over, lands in the Englishman's pint of Guinness. So looks at it, looks at the fly, pushes the glass away, says, I'm not going to drink this. Gives it back to the bartender. Give me another one. Another fly comes over, lands in the Scottish guy's drink. Pint of Guinness. Not giving up a pint of Guinness. Takes out the fly, shakes it off, throws it away. You know, drinks his Guinness, doesn't care. Well, what do you know? Same thing happens with the Irish guy. Little fly comes over, right into the Irish guy's pint of Guinness. Irish guy gets, you see him boiling up, takes the fly out, starts shaking him, vigorously shaking him. Spit it out, damn it! Spit it out! But no, no, nobody gets that. I've said it to you before, spit it out, because that's part of the joke. I actually use it sometimes to say, Joe, spit it out, like when you're
Spit
talking,
it out.
you know. So that is a racist joke, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so sorry that I had to tell you,
All
because
right,
it's
sister.
stereotypical that Irish drink. Well, let me tell you something. They are the best drinkers in the world.
Yes,
They
they are.
outdo this Ukrainian bitch.
And they like to drink.
And the Russians, man, they know how to drink too. But
Yes, they
anyhow,
do.
I wanted to end with a racist joke because this is political satire after all.
And
Political
it's
satire
good to
channel.
laugh at everything.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope
Mm.
somebody got a giggle out of that because Joe sure did not. Thanks, Joe. I think it went over his head, to be honest with you. Guys, we love you.
Dude.
Peace out. You remember? Do you remember it? Peace, peace out. Like outer space, guys. Outer space.
Uh,
Ah,
that's
yeah,
me.
my Kabas is out of space.